you love to play. Oh, you love to play. Don't your comments won't relay. Sign this on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life, I can't see back karma. I just need some brains so I could keep myself in order.
He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. This should be quick because I thought about this because when I went to the festival, I saw my cousin. And my cousin is dating the only girl I ever fought. All my other fights, y'all, have been men. I don't know. But the only girl I ever fought was literally like it was no. Anyway. So I'm in 7th grade, right? And so I'm hanging out with this girl. Oh, that reminds me of another story time. I'm hanging out with this girl and we're real cool, right? And so, like, if you're cool with her, you're cool with all her family. And I've been hanging with her for the longest. Like, we have been cool. We've been cool for the longest. And so, like, I knew her sister. I knew her brother. I knew her cousin. I knew his brother. Like, it was like, I knew her aunt. I knew her mom. Like, I would go and hang out and spend time, like, with her and her family. So I knew all of them, right? So this is gonna be a quick story time, y'all. So the girl was like, anyway, I had just spent the weekend with the girl, right? But we were in the same grade and her cousin was in the same grade. So the girl, what am I gonna call her? Stupid. So stupid stupid was dating cousin, right? Stupid was dating cousin. Me and cousin was in the classroom. We were getting ready to go to lunch. And we were sitting there talking. Like, y'all know those females who feel like you shouldn't talk at her man, you shouldn't look at her man, you shouldn't breathe at her man, like you shouldn't do nothing to her man, even though like you knew her man before she knew your man. Her man. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of girls is like, girl, like, we were cool before y'all started sending love notes 2 weeks ago. Because truth be told, I don't even think they was dating that long. And we're in 7th grade. Get a grip. Get a grip. Anyway. So, me and him was talking, like we was standing in the classroom talking, getting ready to go to lunch. Because like the bell had just rung and it was time for us to go to lunch. So she was standing at the door. And so she was calling him. She was calling him and he was like, hold on. Because we was talking about the weekend previous that we all were just spent together hanging out having fun. Right? So she walked off. She sucked the teeth and she walked off. So once we got done talking, we walking together up the hallway, going into the lunchroom where everybody's everybody's in the lunchroom. It's lunchtime. So I get in line, like I'm not thinking nothing of it. I get in line, we sitting there chilling. So one of my friends come up and she was like, stupid said, oh, that gonna get beat up by me because she tried me about my man. So I said, girl, who is her man? Girl, who is her man? Who is her man? She said, cousin. I said, that's her man? She said, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, get beat up for what? And so she was like, because y'all was talking. And she felt like she was being disrespected and she don't want nobody talking to her man. So I started laughing. I said, girl, whatever. And so she was like, nah, she's serious. She said, you about to get beat up. Girl, whatever. Mind you, have I already fought the boy yet? think I have. Yeah, my first fight was a boy on a bus. Yeah. So, so I was like, girl, whatever. So I'd already fought the boy, but like I wasn't stunned nothing. Like I don't fight because I black out. Like I don't think, I'm not even thinking about you. I'm thinking about the person who SA'd me, and I'm trying to take you out. Like all the anger that I have built up from him, I'm putting on you because I'm trying to take you out. Because if I'm to the point where I'm fighting, you have pushed me to the limit. Because usually I walk away. Because it's like, at this point, what are we fighting about? For what? What's the reason? You got to give me a good reason. Like the only reason I'm coming at you and it's really about to be a fight, you mess with my money or my kid. Any of that other rah-rah bull, BS stuff that I don't even talk about, play about, or do, child, kiss my, please, go on about your business. Go on about your business. Because a ninja gonna do what he want to do when he want to do it. Regardless. I don't care if you flipping on that. He gonna do what he want to do regardless. Regardless. Anyway, so I laughed. Anyway, so I'm sitting, went and got my lunch. Did we have pizza this day? I think we had pizza. Anyway, went and got my lunch, went and sat down. I'm sitting down minding my business, and my business is minding me. So here you come. Well, the messenger. Here you come again. It was a friend. It was a mutual person that we knew. Here you come again. She was like, so she said, when you want to meet up, when you want your beat down, when you ready to get beat. So when you come with this message, the table who I'm sitting at, because like we all went to lunch at a certain time, and like we were all in different classes, but we all would sit at a table together. We didn't have to necessarily be in the same class. So that didn't last long. They end up switching us back, so you had to sit with your class. But anyway, we all sitting at the table. So once the table heard it, it was like, what's going on? Like, what's up? What's going on, Angel? I was like, girl, I don't know. I was like stupid over there sending messages, and I was like, I'm not paying nothing no attention. And they was like, why? And I was like, she mad because I was talking to Cousin in the classroom. And they all started laughing because they knew I was cool with cousins. Like my friend was, like they were cousins. So that's how I knew him. And we all had just hung out the weekend previous. So it's like, all you got to do is ask your man, like, we was just there last weekend. Yesterday. She just left yesterday. And we were discussing what happened over the weekend. Well, lo and behold, that I guess that wasn't good enough for you. You thought I was trying to take your man, when in reality, I didn't even want your man. I didn't want your man. I did not. So we leave lunch, and I'm walking to my next class, which happened to be, was it chorus or band? Or was they calling it music? It was an elective. My band teacher was teaching it, but I think it was music. Was it music or band? It was an elective, child. We were sitting in there doing nothing, absolutely nothing. We were doing nothing. So while we were sitting in there, here come my friend again. She said, where you want to meet up? Where you want to meet up at? I said, is this girl serious? She was like, yeah, she's serious. Mind you, I'm in the 7th grade at this time. At this time, in my house, I am being... I have all this built up anger. I have all this stuff going on. Nobody don't know. And here you come, mad because your dude told you to hold on because he having a conversation and you coming at me. I don't even want your man. Ain't even that type of party. So at this point, I'm there because it's like you keep sending me messages. You keep calling me a B. You keep tell that. I said, tell her I'll be outside. When the bell ring, I'll be outside. So there was like this walkway, like to get to the band room, there was this long breezeway walkway where we would hang out at. Even like before school started, we would all hang out at the breezeway. Like, especially if it was hot, we would all hang out outside in the breezeway. Like, it was this long breezeway. So it was like the building was way over here. Let's say, nah, that ruler too close. Y'all can't see the other thing. So let's say where that where the wall is. Basically, let's say where the building was at the wall, like where the wall is, and the breeze, like to the band building. And then the breezeway was long where y'all can't even see over here. So I'm at this building. I said, tell her, I'll meet her outside. When the bell rings, tell her I'll meet her outside. So I don't even remember who it was in the class. They was like, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even do it. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. You don't even fight. You don't even fight. Nobody has a clue what I'm going through at home. Nobody has a clue. Go outside. We got out of class. Bell ring. We get out of class. We got out of class first. So I'm walking up the breezeway, and like she's supposed to coming out this hallway, because it was like when you walk up the breezeway, it was another building. And then when you kept walking, it was like one of the main buildings, and you could come out that way. And you kept walking a little bit, and it was another building. And then you walk, and then it was it was our hall. So I stopped at the first main building, and I'm waiting for you to come outside. So it's a crowd now in the class because you done been sending these messages. So the people who's in my class, they crying around waiting. Like, you really about to fight? They don't think I'm about to fight, because it was never that type of party. I used to keep to myself. I mind my business minded me. So, I'm sitting waiting. So you finally walk out. And so when you walk out, you got a whole group with you too, because you in class. Running your mouth. So you come out. And when you finally come out, you standing there and you looking. Like, you ain't saying nothing. You ain't running your mouth now. You just looking. So I said, that's something you need to say to me? So she said, I ain't got nothing to say to you. And so she pushed me. Baby, when she pushed me, I stepped back on that one foot and came back. Boom! Straight in this ear. Mind you, I ain't gonna tell that part yet. Straight in that head. Boom! Tearing her up. Boom, 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 boom. Hitting her up. Tearing her up. Clocking her. Boom, boom. So, next thing I remember, you can hear people, like, when people fighting, like, you hear people talking. But I'm tearing you up. Everything else is blacked out. All I see is the person who messing with me. That's all I see. And I'm boom, 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 jacking you up. Next thing I know, here come the band teacher. And all I hear is the band teacher saying, Angel, calm down. Angel, it's me. Because I'm fighting him. Boom, boom. Calm down, it's me. Boom, boom, boom. Angel. My bad. So once I realize it's you, I stopped fighting. So once he separated the fight, he was like, go to class. Everybody, go to class. So my homegirl, we were in the same classroom, as we walking, she was like, beat that bitch. She beat that. She got my hand in the air, and as I'm going through, like, I'm high-fiving people. I don't even know who I'm high-fiving, because at this point, like, I'm trying to come back to reality. I'm trying to come back to reality, because people don't know, like, I done blacked out, and I'm out of it. She got my hand in the air, and I'm high-fiving people. I don't even know who I'm high-fiving. She just moved my head. Yeah, she beat that. So I was like, girl, what? Like, once I finally come to, like, I'm pulling my hand down, because I don't even know who hand I'm slapping. I don't even know who hand I'm high-fiving. So we walk into the classroom, and my teacher was like, Was there a fight? Mind you, I am a AB, straight A or AB student at this time. The teachers love me. I'm always at school. I don't give you any problems. So I walk into the class. I remember the lady name. Now I ain't gonna do her like, well, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a problem. I walk into the class. Miss Hanson says, was there a fight, Angel? I said, yeah. Yeah, there was a fight. So, like, the bell had rung, so it was like we had to get our stuff, because we were coming from electives. We had to get our stuff and go to our next class, because she was like my homeroom teacher. So I got my stuff and went into my classroom, which was right across the hall, because they had, at this time, we had, because our school was compact, so we had like a 7th grade hall and an 8th grade hall. I was in 7th grade. So, or was this 8th grade? Hold on. Was this 8th grade? This might have been 8th grade. This was 8th grade. 8th grade. So, because we was in the 8th grade hall, because Miss Hanson was my teacher in 8th grade, because the other teacher, that was the 7th grade hall. Yeah. So, we were on the 8th grade hall, so I was in 8th grade. So, I went across to, like, right across, so the other teacher, and I don't remember her name, but I remember her face. And she had, like, this mush mouth type. She talked where it was, like, kind of, her voice was kind of, I won't say kind of deep. You know how, like, when you losing your voice, it's kind of airy, raspy, but not too deep. Anyway, she was like, do anybody know who fight? Did anybody know who was fighting? So the teacher, you can hear, like, the kids coming up. And the kids coming up, so, oh, Angel beat her. So the teacher said, Angel, you were fighting? Yeah, that's me. Like, I'm literally zoned out. So at this point, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about none of that. I was like, yeah, that's me. She was like, Angel, you got to go to the office. Not you. So I went and sat in the office. So I'm waiting. Like, so when I get to the office, the lady like, why are we here? She was like, why are you here? And I was like, I don't know. The teacher sent me to the office. Because, hey, I don't know if you're going to write something. Like, I just following the instructions, because you might let me slide, because you my band teacher. He ain't let nothing slide, child. He wrote up the referral and sent it to the office. So I was already in there. I don't think she came in the office. I don't think so. Anyway, I was already in there. So when the referral got there, he walked in and he just shook his head. Y'all, why that man, like, I don't even know how I read, because he was tall. But you can see, like, on his arms, like, all this was red, this was red. And so he was like, and I was like, my bad. He turned in referrals and he left. So the principal was like, since you already here, let me go ahead and deal with you. And she was like, what happened? What was the reason of the fight? And I was like, it was self-defense. She was sending messages, so I beat her up. I can't say I beat her up, because I'm in the principal's office already. I was like, I beat her up. So she was like, Angel, she was like, this is not like you. Like, you shouldn't have let her even get to this point. And I was like, you right. But, oh well. Sometimes you gotta let a bitch know, because hoes be trying you, principal. I'm Team Angel. So she wrote it up and gave me 3 days ISS, in-school suspension. She was like, I'm not going to suspend you. I'm going to give you 3 days in-school ISS, and it starts next week. Hated ISS, but at this point, I got to deal with the consequences. Got my referral, walking back to the classroom. So while I'm walking back to my classroom, you can hear them call her over the intercom. Because, heifer, you thought you slid by. Nah, we both going down. Stupid. So as I'm walking to my class, you walking out. So you walking up. And I'm looking at you, silent, Nothing. You ain't saying nothing. Oh, no, we ain't got nothing to say now. We ain't got nothing to say now. Interesting. So I get in the classroom and I'm sent to. So I get in the classroom and my classmates are crazy. I'm just realizing this. Crazy. Because when I walk into the classroom, they start, yeah. They started clapping. So the teacher was like, quiet down, quiet down. Quiet down, quiet down. So I sat down and and I started laughing. So my homegirl who had my hand in the air and had me high fiving people, she sat behind me. And so she was like, girl, you beat that bitch. I said, girl. So this dude who we called him a nerd because he had on glasses. He walked like he blinked his eyes real fast. He was really, really smart. But truth be told, like, he wasn't a nerd. Like, he was really, really smart, but he was slick with it. Like, he was one of those real smart people that just looked different, but he was slick with it. Like, when he would say certain things, like, you'd be like, what? Anyway. So he was like, because, again, my nickname was Shorty. Me and my mama had the same nickname in high school. Of course, we didn't go to high school together, but we just had the same nickname. As I told y'all about this tattoo. My tattoo is Shorty, T-Y, and hers is T-I-E. Anyway, so he was like, Shorty, I ain't know you know how to fight. I ain't know you had that in there. He said, girl, your first hit, you knock all her earrings out. Mind you, we had a style back then where we would get our ears pierced all the way up. I don't know. We just did. So she had all her earrings. And so he was like, you knock all her earrings out. And I was like, what? He was like, you knock all her earrings out. Like, she was out there trying to find her earrings. You knocked all her earrings out. And then she was over there doing it. You knock all her earrings out. I was like, ain't no way I can knock that girl earrings out. He's like, man, I'm telling you, you knocked all her earrings out. Your new name is Tyson. Sir. No, it's not. I ain't knocked that girl earrings out. I was like, it's like, nah, like, let's just chill out with it. So, of course, the teacher, shh, quiet down. Class dismissed. We go into our other class. And it's our last class of the day. So, they was talking, but the other teacher, because we went right back across the hall. Went back right across the hall to go to our last class. And we had the TV, like she had the TV in there. So we sitting there, we watching TV. We always look forward to that anyway. And baby, especially if it was Reading Rainbow, we was down for it. We love Reading Rainbow. And they usually had a lot of it recorded on VHS. And if they didn't have it, we would pop a movie in. Put the movie in, please. Anyway, so we watched the movie. After the movie was over, class dismissed, we leave, we go out, right? So the next day, we get to class, we get to school, and before like the first bell would ring, like once you show up, we would go to breakfast, and after breakfast, like we would usually stand like on the end of the hallway. We would stand like it was like a huge hallway, and we would just lean up on the wall, like, and just stand there and wait till first bell to go to class. Well, mind you, once I got there and after I went to breakfast, I went to my homeroom to put my stuff down, and it was one of my classmates was in there, and we was in there talking. So the girl I usually stand on the wall with sent a message because she couldn't walk down the hall because she was I think she was either 9th grade or 10th grade, but she couldn't walk down the 8th grade hall because she would get in trouble. So she sent a message, and she was like, tell Angel to come down here, or I'm going to send Stupid down there to come get her. So it had got around the school about the fight, and then about me knocking out her earrings out. Because my homegirl, when she had called me like that night, she was like, girl, you knock out her earrings out. She was looking for her earrings. And I was like, why everybody keep saying that? I know I didn't knock out her earrings out. She was like, girl, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You beat that. You beat her up. I was like, girl, whatever. So I'm standing, I started laughing. I was like, tell her I'll be down in a minute. I'm talking. So here come her friend. Like, we was cool. It was a girl. I knew her and Stupid knew her. So it was like a mutual friend, but she was bringing messages. Here she comes. She was like, girl, rumor mill is... No, let me back up. She didn't come at school to say that. She called me like the night before I came to school. So she was like, oh, no. She came to tell me. Yeah, she came to tell me. She was like, rumor mill is all her people on her bus supposed to be jumping you. They didn't like the fact that you beat her up, so they supposed to be jumping you. Baby, once she said that, I in that conversation. Baby, hold on. Come on, let's go on down here. And so the girl who I was talking to, she was a Caucasian girl. She was like, nah, I'm going to stay here, which she did. She stayed in class. Like, she didn't stand out, nothing like that. She just stayed in class. And once I came and put my stuff down, she was like, I was shocked that you fought. She was like, you don't seem like you're the person that fight. And we just started having a conversation. And because people used to bully her. And so basically the conversation she was asking me, she was like, can you like help me? Like, can you protect me? Because, like, she didn't really have clothes. Like, she used to have a smell. She was a white girl. She used to have a smell, and like people used to bully her. And so she was real nice. And I was like, girl, I got you. I don't like bullies. Anyway, so she I was like, I'll talk to you later. And she was like, okay. So I went down there, and stood on the wall waiting. Because I was like, have they bus come yet? So when I walked down there, she told me, okay, Tyson, the girl who was waiting for me standing on the wall. She was like, okay, Tyson. Girl, shut up. She was like, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Tyson. Anyway, so I was like, have they bus come yet? She was like, no. I said, perfect timing. So I'm standing on the wall waiting. So here y'all come, here come y'all bus. And it's the whole group of y'all. So I'm standing there waiting. I looked you dead in your face, waiting. Your whole crew, everybody quiet, just walked right by me. So I look across the hall at the girl, and so she was like, girl, I don't know. She was like, they said tell you, like, hey, they was coming to jump you. I was like, what's the song? Here I am. Baby, what? Here I am. It's me. You kept on walking. Yeah. So, lo and behold, next week starts, and we have to go to ISS, right? So we go to ISS, and the lady who was over ISS, she's deceased now. What was her name? What was her last name? I forgot, but she was mean as hell. I forgot her last name. She was mean as hell, though. Anyway, so the lady who was over ISS, like, she used to go to each person and be like, hey, why are you here? And then she would be like, now, if you did something different, do you think it was worth being in here? Like, she used to ask that question. Anyway, so she got to me. She was like, why are you here? And I was like, fighting. She went to the next person, and they all told their reasons, got to her, and she was like fighting, and then went to everybody was said their spot, and then she came back to me. And so she was like, who were you fighting? Are they in here? And I was like, yeah, stupid. So she was like, why were y'all fighting? I was like, I was defending myself. I can't tell you why she was fighting, but I was defending myself. So she went to her, and so she was like, why were you fighting? So she was like, she was messing with my man. I said, girl, what? And so she was like, you was messing with my man. She was like, when I was trying to talk to him, he told me to hold on. So, and that made me feel like y'all was messing around, because why would he tell me to stop talking so he could talk to you? So the teacher said, you have got to be kidding me. And I said, exactly. She was like, what? She said, first of all, you are in 8th grade. I thought it was 7th. You are in 8th grade. What are you talking about your man? Number one. She said, number two, do you know him? I said, yeah, I know him. I said, but we were talking about the weekend prior. I said, because his cousin is my homegirl. We had just spent the weekend together, all of us having a good time. And we were talking about the weekend prior. when that went down. And so the lady, she was like, well, how long have y'all been dating for you not to know that he already knew her or about that situation? We've only been dating 1 week. Girl, you got your ass beat for 1 week. So the teacher said, messy. She was messy. The teacher said, so who won the fight? They said she did. Girl, you know I whooped your ass. So she said, so you mean to tell me you got beat up for a man that you was only dating 1 week, and then he already knew her, and they was talking about a situation, a weekend of them spending together because she's friends with his family member? Was it worth it? Was it worth you being here in ISS? No. She going to me, was it worth it? Yep. Yep. I said, because you kept sending messages. I said, your assumption made you look stupid. So you deserve that beat down. You deserved it. No apologies on my end. So the teacher was like, Angel. I said, no apologies on my end. I said, because all you had to do, number one, was ask me, or you could have asked your man. You didn't even have to ask me. You could have asked your man what was going on. Clearly, you came up with this whole situation in your head, and I don't even like dude like that. We ain't even on that type of time. And even after you got beat up, did you ask your man? No. Y'all, to this very day, that girl will not look me in my eye. That girl will not speak to me. When she saw me at the festival this weekend, she still did not look me in my eye. Girl, you don't even realize you dating my first cousin. You don't even realize you are in love with my first cousin. So when I walked up, he was excited to see me because he hasn't seen me in years. And I was like, hey! And ignored her. Welcome to the family. This is a story time with me. That was my only time fighting a girl. My only time fight. I have not fought a girl. I have not fist fought a girl. Like, I have argued back and forth, but there has never been a fist fight. Every other fight in my life has been men. My first fight was a boy. Then I fought my brother. It's a boy. Fought my brother again. It's a boy. Fought my cousin's ex-husband. It's a boy. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. She's the only girl I ever fought. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.